Hello everyone, this is Lydia Sung with Neoseeker, giving you a look at Defiance on launch week. In this video I'll be showing you a quick run through of the character customization process, which is actually quite straightforward. So let's just get started, huh? Right, you can pick from two races. These are races you find in the Defiance world, I can only assume. It's actually based on a sci-fi series, a live-action series. I've actually never seen it, so I couldn't tell you if it's any good. But yeah, you can pick from humans. You know, everyone's familiar with humans. And Irathient, that's pretty sure that's how you say it. There's some kind of warlike race. Well, not completely warlike, but more aggressive. A bit like Mandalorians from Star Wars, if you're into that. Yeah, I can't not make badass female. So yeah, let's start with that template. You can choose from 4 classes: veteran, survivalist, they're kind of like, you know, snipers, stuff like that. This version of hunters, or if you played WoW. Got outlaws, self-explanatory, but the roguish type if you're into that. And machinist. From what I can tell, veterans are the most popular in the game so far, not surprising. I like the soldier class, very balanced, very tough. Once you pick that, let's go with a survivalist. I have a soft spot for snipers. Let's go archetype. You can pick from 3 basic faces. You can change these later, sorta, so it's not a big deal if you don't really like any of them. So yeah, let's actually continue. And here you can do like the basic bone structures and stuff. Let's go to hair first, because I really need to see her whole face if I'm going to work on that. Something doesn't cover everything up. Yeah, let's go with this. I've actually already made my first character, but this is just sort of like a review for me, but showing you guys how this whole thing works. Actually, it's not too complicated. It's no billion sliders and so many different options. Mostly just a series of presets for you to put together. So let's go with this sort of half-shaven tribal look here. I'm a fan of that. Black hair. You'll see why I went with dark hair later. Let's see, dark hair. Yeah, I'm good with this. Let's go back to the face now, they can actually see it. The bone structure, it's nothing too major, it's like the jaw, that sort of area. It's chin. Top of the head doesn't actually really change too much. Let's go with this one. Very stern, sort of set jaw, nose, you get piercings and stuff like that. Notice that the alien race doesn't actually have eyebrows, and their nose is supposed to be a little wider around the bridge, something about it having, you know, flatter appearance. They actually don't look too alien to me, it's pretty close to human, but whatever. See if we can make her look slightly less upset. That kind of works. Skin color, honestly, pretty close to human tones. I mean, yeah, it's just darker, maybe with a little purple or bluish tint to it if you look real close, and otherwise, you know, nothing too crazy. Eye shapes. Kind of freaky looking giant feline eyes sort of going on there. Let's not do that. Eye colors are, you know, slightly more, I mean, these choices are slightly different from the human ones, but nothing too outrageous on either end for either race. Let's go with these purple eyes. We already did hair, so let's move on to the markings. My favorite. If you're human, instead of markings, you get tattoos. More or less the same thing, except tattoos for humans are black, and, you know, the Irathient markings are this sort of really light color. It's hard to see, really. Probably the darker your skin, the easier you're going to be able to see these. But it's not a big deal, considering you can actually go over it with face paint. You can't change the color on this, unfortunately. The colors that they come in are kind of nice. It might just be a little harder for you to match with whatever scheme you like. Go with no face paint for now, so you can check out the blemishes, which is, you know, freckles, or personal favorites, scars. Can't be a badass without these scars. And the skull paint. Not usually a fan of makeup, but these are pretty good. You know, you can't really see them too much through the face paint. To add a little more contrast. This eye makeup around here, I think it works well. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and make your character. Give her a name. Create character, and go into the opening cutscene. Yes, good with that. Next time I'll show you how to make a dude.